again to another edition of Discover Israel. And here we are on the off-beaten paths from Jaffa to Jerusalem. And we were just hiking right now. We were just hiking down from Giv'aton, and a beautiful area here. And this is spring in Israel. And spring in Israel is probably one of the most beautiful seasons. If you can ever get out here and do a little bit of hiking around Israel at this time, you can just see all around me just gorgeous flowers and green, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And there's rivers, and we're right here next to a stream and a fresh water base, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And as we were walking through, I just was reminded of so many different verses about how God cares about us. I mean, you can hear the birds in the background and the flowers. But I just wanted to point out these flowers right behind me. These are very rare flowers. These are actually an endangered species that they're only known to Israel and a little bit around the Middle East. They've been carried around, but these are an endangered species, so we're actually not allowed to pick these flowers, or actually any flowers at all in Israel, because nobody knows the difference of flowers, so they just made a whole law. But these flowers are endangered. These are the red anemone. The red anemone is a type of poppy, and it grows only at this time. It has a 2-week lifespan. It grows, it dies, and then it grows again in another year. It's a yearly flower. And you know, I'm reminded of the verse in Luke. If we look at Luke, it's a beautiful verse. Luke 12 verse 22, it says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, or what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap, neither have a storehouse nor a barn, yet God feeds them. How much more value are you than the birds? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to a span of life? If then you are not able to do as a small thing as that, why are you anxious about the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They don't work or spin. And yet I tell you, even Solomon, in all his glory, was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes all the grass, which is alive in the field today, and tomorrow is thrown in the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O of little faith? And do not seek what you are to eat and what you are to drink, or to be worried, for all the nations of the world seek after these things, and your Father knows that you need them. Instead, seek his kingdom, and all these things will be added unto you." You know, so often we worry about the trivial things. And I know that these trivial things, they become bigger and bigger things. It might be a small debt. It might be even just putting food on the table. But God says, do not worry. It doesn't do any good for you. It's not going to add any life, not years to your life. In fact, it'll probably take away. Put all your trust in me. Put your faith in me. And I will give you all that you need. I will supply all your needs. My question to you today is, how are you living your life? As we walk down this trail, I was thinking about it. How am I living my life? Am I depending on God for his daily provision, or am I constantly worrying? My prayer for you and for me is that we will constantly depend on God. Let's remember these lilies. You know, the word for lilies in Greek, by the way, is actually the red anemone. The red anemone. Remember the red anemone next time you want to worry. Don't worry. Be like the red anemone. Be like the lilies. Well, that's all for now. Thank you again for joining us on this wonderful trail and hike as we go from Jaffa to Jerusalem. Join us next time as we continue our journey on. Thank you and shalom.